In store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The throw taken in by Cole. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Into space at the 45. And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you
all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Tempo 3, kick.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd down, Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
32 stinger.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Number 2, ice jab.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hey, turbo 2. Watson, Oscar, Watson.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's pick.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ready, shot. Turbo 1, high. Scat.
Tua going to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
44.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Yeah.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high. Solo left Zion. Out.
Robinson again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
South salad. South salad. South salad. South salad. Great.
Looking to throw. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Jones throwing on first down. It's complete to Cole. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Woodland, Woodland, go Woodland!
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Right.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10, it's Pierce. Gets around him. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Apple, 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 apple. Elsa, 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 Elsa.
Back to throw. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Giants. Isaiah Hodgins from 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Samuel. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 4. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Turbo 1. Hey, 21 TX.
Tua's going to change things up. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Solo left Zion. Solo.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Taken down by Dane Belton. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
Corner, long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he finds his man, complete. It's Cole. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Pierce on the move past the 40, and he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyquan Thornton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tua. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're right here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving core to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Tua's throw into the hands of Turner. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found
under pressure, and they got to him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And his kick is indeed good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Throwing, Jones swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now Jones. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Detroit Johnson. Timberland.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ladybug. Great.
To throw again on second down. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Solo left Zion.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A solid stiff arm. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants 48, Commanders 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 quarters in the books. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
32 Stinger.
Tua going to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, 21 TX. Corner, long. 20 TX.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 13. Gano to kick off for New York.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On play action, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Left Zion. Watson, Oscar.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Tua now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Okay, here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
40-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The motion man is Cole. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Ball carried by the wide receiver. He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jamie Gillen down, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
2nd down and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs.
Okay,
Clock
go.
continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, here's Pierce. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jones. Open out on the left side, this is Cole. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that'll just about do it.